Hey guys, what's up and welcome back or to the Roomies Digest. My name's Christine and today we are going to be planning my October bullet journal spread. I know that this spread is so late, but guys, this is one of my favorite spreads that I've ever done. I just love how this came out. So I was determined to edit this video and get it out regardless of the date, even if it was October 31st. So as you guys can tell, this is my title page for October. I'm just doing a creepy crawly, Snow White's evil auntie inspired poison apple situation. I just really liked how the death apple looked, and you guys know that I love drawing hands with these long nails, so I thought this would be a really perfect kind of title card for October. Flipping the page, you know that I start off the month with a entire monthly spread. I kind of experimented this month with the Dutch door situation, which you can kind of see how this is folded a little, but we'll get to that spread in a second. For the monthly spread, I'm just going to set up my calendar with the boxes and then basically just label each of the boxes for each day of the month. I decided to surround the monthly calendar with these kind of pumpkin flowers. I don't know, you guys know I like to do flowers in my spreads, and I just thought, why not just put a pumpkin in the middle of the flower? They look more like an Alice in Wonderland type of flower, but it's fine. We're just making it spooky creepy, so whatever. Of course, I'm going to label the calendar with the days of the week, and then on the right hand side here, which is part of my video ideas page, I decided to do kind of a pin up drawing of a reaper, or at least a girl, kind of embodying the reaper. I really was struggling this month because I didn't know if I wanted to do a pinup girl theme, which would have just been these different types of pinup girls in different Halloween costumes, or if I wanted to do just a general Halloween theme. I went with the Halloween theme with a couple of pinup type girls, but I think this one here on the right hand side is the only true pinup girl that has the curvy hips and the rounded face. But yeah, anyway, so moving on, I decided to color in my little Halloween flowers with yellows and browns just to keep with the orangey theme and to match my October title, which I'm going to put up at the top of this calendar. You guys know I like to title my calendars in pretty much the same exact way every month. I like to have the name of the month, and then I go in with some, kind of fancy script and write the name over it in cursive. I added a little bit of washi tape, but this is pretty much the only spread where I use washi tape. So I don't know, I'm trying to be better about that because I do have a lot of washi tape to use. It's just sometimes, it just doesn't work for the spread. So in coloring in my little pinup girl, she's wearing a skeleton suit, so of course her suit has to be black, but I really wanted her hair to be a blue, a dark blue color, and then for her to have a red cape. Since she is trying to be death incarnate, that's her thing, her vibe, so that's what I ended up going with for this spread. Flipping the page, so this is the Dutch door situation that I was talking about. I'm actually really excited for the front of this spread. The inside is not that fancy, but it's all about the presentation. So this is going to be my TBR spread, and I kind of tied it in with the quote that says, "Know your future." It's kind of what are we going to be reading this month? Know your future, crystal balls, blah, blah, blah. So essentially, I just kind of did a fortune teller. I actually don't even know what this would be called, a fortune teller game, something that you can just look in and see, know your future. Anyway, so I kind of did the curtainy theme, and I did something similar to this a couple of spreads ago, but I think this spread looks so much better than the last one. But anyway, so yeah, I've just got Know Your Future, which is the script in this spread, and then down below it says Crystal Fortunes. It's got a little crystal ball. I really like how this turned out. I just kind of wanted the inside to be lists, because I do really well with lists. And so I just kind of made different categories of the book clubs I'd be reading with, buddy reads that I'll be doing this month, book of the month books, NetGalley books, and then my general TBR, which I'll just add to as the month goes along. On the right hand side, I did want to keep sort of like a new release schedule, but I think I am going to make it, instead of being just a new release schedule, I think it might just be like a posting schedule for my social media type stuff, and just things that I want to make sure that I get posted throughout the month. That will make more sense when I flip the page and you guys can see the social media tracker on the other side of the spread. So then I just went in and filled in the front of this TBR spread and just colored it in. I kind of did the evil eye inspired at the top with that like blue color, and then just wanted to make the inside of the spread color coded because I do really well with like lists and colors. So I ended up just adding color to all of these little lists so that I could keep up with what was going on throughout the month. Flipping the page, I am going to be working on my social media tracker, which will kind of go hand in hand with that right hand side of the TBR, the inside of the TBR spread. You guys know I like to keep up with the numbers for Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. I kind of gave myself a little more room for the video ideas and made it more of like a brain dump page, whereas the actual numbers part of the social media tracker is a smaller tracker spread because I don't actually need that much room for that spread. So flipping the page, you guys know I like to do favorite lines every month. I really love the spreads. I end up posting them on our Instagram with pictures of the books, and it always just ends up looking really, really good. I originally got this favorite lines spread from Noelle, from Noelle 7 Pages. She's a good friend of mine, and she also makes bullet journal videos. So if you guys are interested in checking out her bullet journal spreads, you guys can click that link down below and see all of the fun spreads that she creates with her bullet journal. For me, I just wanted to keep this spread super simple by just having scream in the middle and by having that little quote, scream for me. I think it kind of goes hand in hand with quotes, right? Like scream for me, it's a quote, right? I don't know. Anyway, moving on. So I also do a wrap up page, which is similar to kind of like what Noelle does with hers, but I judged mine a little bit. In this one, I usually like to put like a little picture somewhere in the spread. And so for this particular spread, I ended up doing sort of like a Mean Girls, but like witchy vibe. So it says, "Get in, loser, we're going hexing." And it's got like 3 little witches in the car. I think this spread was super cute and super simple, and I really liked putting it together. As far as the coloring goes, I just did a little bit of accent with this kind of like lime green color. I think it's pretty witchy, pretty spooky, so that's what I ended up doing. I actually forgot to add in what I usually add in for the wrap up, which is the title, author, date, where I'm reading it, how I'm reading it, pages, and star rating. I end up doing that at the end of this video, so you guys can see that in the final flip through. Flipping the page, I'm adding in an extra spread this month. So I really wanted to have sort of like a budget tracker for the month, just because I am full-time like working again, and I want to keep up with like expenses and income. So I decided to kind of do like a skeletal bruja in like hellfire. That is the inspo for this spread, and I think this might be my favorite spread of the whole entire month, just because this girl looks like such a baddie. But essentially it's just a bruja, who's got her face cracked in half with a skull, and she's in a bunch of like hellfire with a really cool tattoo that says brujas for life. Well, witches for life. So I don't really know what a budget tracker, like how they're supposed to go, but I essentially just made like an expenses portion and income portion. I've got the beginning, like start and end for my checking and savings account, so I can keep up with that. And then the week 1 through week 4 is just kind of like totals. So I'll end up putting my totals for each week of the month in those particular spaces. For the hellfire coloring, I really wanted to do this bright green color and accent it with like purples. So that's what I ended up going with instead of the traditional, I guess, orange and red coloring. I wanted this to be sort of witchy, and I feel like witches, if they had hellfire or like any kind of magical fiery powers, I feel like it would not be regular fire, right? I feel like it would be a different color. So anyway, that's what I went with. It makes sense to me. Then filling it in, I just kind of differentiated all of the weeks of the month with each different color, and then accented the rest of the spread with the different colors that I used throughout. I think the reason why this is one of my favorite spreads is not only because it looks so cool, but because of the coloring. I'm a big fan of color, like I just love it, and I think that this turned out so well. Plus, my girl, she just looks like such a baddie. Like, she just looks like a 1920s. Like, honestly, kind of reminds me of Mexican Gothic now that I'm looking at it because of her hairstyle. It's like a shorter cut. But yeah, she's just like a baddie. She's got like her little septum piercing. You know, she's purple-eyed. Just looking cool, calm, and collected. Like, she could really just whip your butt if you get on her wrong side. So, flipping the page, this is going to be my first weekly spread for the month. And this is the second to last spread of this like October plan with me. So I really liked how I did this spread a couple of months ago. It was, I think, the August spread when I did the like jungle theme. So I really like having a spread like this where I have kind of like a picture in the top left and then have the days spread out with like a notes section. So that's what I ended up doing, and the picture for this one is just a little ghosty in a pumpkin patch, a little ghosty with his little, wreath of fall leaves, just having a good time, picking out pumpkins and chilling. I think he's so cute, and this spread ended up being so cute. So I don't know how I'm going to top it with the rest of my weeklies, but we'll see how it goes. Then coloring it in, I just took basically all of the oranges that I had and made different colors for the pumpkins, and then accented everything with kind of like this light peach color. I think it turned out so well, and it's so cute. I love my little ghosty. Last but not least, I wanted to make kind of like a final brain dump page, and this will just be for things that I need to be focusing on for next month, and just kind of like notes for the month, like anything like that. I just kind of wanted to make a page like that because I feel like I always need something to like prepare for the end of the month, like just kind of like what I'm going to be doing in the next month. So that is basically the inspo for this. I didn't do anything super kooky crazy, just did some cute little pumpkins, having a good time stacked up, because brain dumps, they're real simple, they're pretty chaotic. You can just put anything in there, no rhyme or reason. So I thought some cute little pumpkins would just be perfect for this page. And now for the final flip through. Okay guys, and thank you so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give it a like for me. Comment down below a pumpkin emoji if you stuck around till the end of this video. And if you guys want to support me and Monique on this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell if you don't want to miss another video from us. And until our next one, I'll see you guys next time.